Namaste, I'm Dr. Robert, and today on 5-ish Minutes with Dr. Robert, my subject is the 3 pillars of life, according to Ayurveda. The 3 pillars of life are food, sleep, and activity. Now, originally, if you look in the text, it says food, sleep, and sex, but I'm broadening sex to include activity because this includes any kind of particularly creative activity, or rather activity you may be using your creative energy for. And these are called the pillars of life because if they are well established, if you have right attitude and you have a right performance of everything that has to do with these 3 subjects, then that will support your organism and it will encourage you to move forward in a positive direction. And if you have not made these 3 pillars of life be well established in the edifice of your reality, then there is likely to be some serious question as to how long that building that is your existence is going to be able to exist. The first, of course, is food, because it is we are being, our physical bodies, our annamaya koshas are being nourished by food, thrown out of balance by food, put back into balance by food. And so food is fundamental. Without food, and for that matter, without sleep, human beings will not continue to exist for very long. Food and sleep and activity, including especially sex, needs to be managed properly, because these are 3 things in life that you can never have enough of, meaning that if you eat more today than you might have yet the day before, that doesn't mean you're going to want less the next day. In fact, probably you will want more the next day. If you sleep longer one night than you did the night before, that doesn't mean you will then want to sleep less the next night. Probably you'll want to sleep more. And it's the same way with sex, and often with many other kinds of activity. So these 3 things we need to understand that they have to be carefully measured, and we have to pace ourselves when we are employing them. We have to know in ourselves what is the right amount of food to eat and how often during the day, and we have to know how much is the right amount of sleep and how often during the day, and we have to know what is the right amount of any activity, and especially sexual activity, for ourselves, and how often during the space and time we have during our lives. So if of these 3, generally speaking, food is most focused on the fire element, and that means the pitta. And sleep is very much associated with tamas, and that means earth and water especially. And activity of all kinds is associated with vata, because it is only the vata that causes things to move in the organism. So when we have the proper relationship with and a proper alignment with these 3 things, then that's going to be the proper alignment with the doshas as well, and God willing, we will move in a direction of increasingly greater health. This is Dr. Robert, wishing everyone a happy experience of the 3 pillars.